Good morning everyone, today's another pre-maintenance checklist video, which means we're going over all of the different campaigns which are ending with the coming maintenance. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So as usual, the very first thing I want to get out of the way is of course the keywords. So the first keyword is PSO2 underscore 11th underscore anniversary abbreviated, alright? Now the second keyword is hail underscore the underscore Lilipan underscore overlords. And once you type both of these, you're simply going to go over here to your systems, get campaign items, and receive item account, and you will have a bunch of goodies as well as 100 star gems total to pick up, which is pretty nice. Now with that out of the way, the next thing that is going away is going to be, of course, the Mission Pass Season 21. As you can see over here, it will end on July 12th, which is, of course, on maintenance. So make sure that you progress all the way up to tier 40. The next campaign, which is also ending, is 10 a day free SG scratch. I'm very surprised that we only got 1 week of this. But I guess, you know, it is what it is. So make sure that you actually use all of your 10 pulls every single day, because after maintenance, this will be going away. This includes the Halpha Revival 2023 as well. So if there is anything that you want from this scratch, because there are a ton of rerun items over here, if you did want anything, you might have to spend your star gems. I kind of advise against spending your star gems because the refined form May 2023, which is the current SG scratch, is also going away with the coming maintenance. And so with the new SG scratch coming in, we actually get Zavetto, Crawford, as well as Faria. So we're getting a lot of really cool cast parts, hairstyles, as well as just fashion in general. And I would save my star gems for that scratch. So personally, I wouldn't spend any of my star gems on the Halpha Revival or the Refined Form anymore. Now, while we're on the topic of the Refined Form SG scratch, make sure to actually use your Refined Form May 2023 Selector ticket. You get this at tier 20 from the Mission Pass, so make sure that you actually use it. We actually got multiple of these Selector tickets. I believe we got like 2 of them total, and if you accidentally salvaged it or sold it by accident, you might have 3. But my advice is simply to open up your storage over here, go to all storage, and simply type in ticket, and right here it's going to list all of the different tickets that you have, and that way you'll know if you have any of those Selector tickets or not, or if you just have regular scratch tickets that you need to use. The next thing I want to talk about is the seasonal weekly over here, defeat boss enemies. If you guys watched my video 2 days ago, you may remember that I pointed out that this was 1 time per character, so that you can actually do it on multiple characters in order to get a bunch of arms refiners. Well, as you can see here, weekly task seasonal, defeat a boss enemy can be accepted by each character. It has been confirmed over here by Sega that this is indeed a bug, and it's supposed to be once per account and not once per character. So starting from next week, the seasonal defeat a boss enemy is going to have a cap of once per account and not once per character. So just keep in mind that if you do need some extra arms refiners too, you can take advantage of this and you will not be punished. They're actually going to be compensating us. So this is really nice. Another campaign that is ending is celebrating more than 11 million ARKS worldwide. This was a simple login event, so most of you guys probably already got this ages ago, but you get 10 special scratch tickets as well as 100 star gems. So if you haven't logged in a while, you might want to just log in just to pick up these freebies over here, because 100 star gems is nothing to sneeze at. Alright, with all the campaigns out of the way, the next thing I want to cover is, of course, the Arks Records. Remember, the Arks Records is a weekly thing, and this time the Arks Record is to complete Fleeting Fight solo. So when we open up the map over here, you're going to see that there's a little crown over here, and this is Fleeting Fight. All we need to do is defeat the Bujin. You do not need to put any multipliers. When you click on it and click on Start Quest, it's going to ask whether you want to put any more challenges. You don't have to put any challenges, and you can just defeat it once, and you will get the bronze reward very easily. And again, the reason why you want to do your Arks Records every single week is so that you can get your 20 Arks Record badges in order to buy your arms refiners too. The reason why I'm stressing that you should really stock up on arms refiners too right now is because there is a very high possibility that next month we are going to get new weapons and armors. And as you guys know, when we get new weapons and armors, we're going to need to limit break, which is going to cost us a bunch of arms refiners too, as well as regular arms refiners as well, which you can also exchange over here for Arks Record badges. So you might want to stock up on a ton of arms refiners too, regular arms refiners, and just a bunch of materials as well as capsules, so that when the new gear rolls around next month, you're ready for it and you can upgrade everything very smoothly. Now, while we're on the topic of capsules, of course we need to talk about the Aegis Integra exchange over here. We scroll down to the very bottom. Of course, we've got the Stia Domina, Kavaris Domina, Ret Domina, Ale Domina, as well as the Aegis Soul. Pick up all of these, and then every 2 weeks you're going to be able to craft one Halphinale. Please take advantage of this because I know for a fact a lot of people are not doing this. And once the new gear drops next month, everyone's going to be kicking themselves, being like, oh man, I could have made so much money if I just picked all of these up and made a Halphinale every 2 weeks, because Halphinales are still going for 2 to 3 million, and when the new gear drops, it's just gonna go even higher. Now, for my friends who are struggling on Aegis Integras and you're like, Caro, I want to pick these up, but I don't have any Aegis Integras. Where do I get more of them? Don't worry, I got you. We have the Architectural Researcher shop over here, or the Creative Spaces shop. It has actually updated, so we can purchase everything again. You can get another 5 Aegis Integras over here, so that guarantees you all of those items for this week at the very least. And after you buy out that shop, you can come over here to the Seasonal Point Exchange shop, and right here you can buy another 5 Aegis Integras, which is going to set you up for next week as well. So just make sure to pick these up. And last but not least is, of course, your Alliance Badge Exchange shop over here. There's another 30 Star Gems that you can pick up every single week. Very, very easy. Now, something to keep in mind is we are possibly going to get a new trigger starting from next week, so you might want to make sure that you have a bunch of Alliance badges saved up, because starting from next week, we will actually be able to obtain triggers of Remnant of Ambition. So that is the current new urgent quest in Kavaris. We will have a trigger version of this, so you might want to save up your Alliance badges so that everyone can buy a ton of these triggers. And even if you don't want them, I'm sure these triggers might go for a little bit of money, because I know a lot of the whales are probably going to be trying to farm this in order to try to get a Tisha weapon, or maybe they just want regular arms refiners or even just golden prim swords and stuff like that. It's a very good source of getting all of these items over here, but you know, of course, Tisha weapon has a very, very low chance.
Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.